They say a man dies twice, once when his heart stops, and again when he can't get hard. But what if I told you that for millions of men over 60, the first sign of declining health isn't memory loss or chest pain? It's when your penis starts feeling weak, tight, or less responsive. That strange pressure or cramping sensation you sometimes feel down there, it's not in your head. It's your blood vessels warning you. And if you ignore them, it doesn't just affect your sex life. It slowly cuts off the blood supply your manhood needs to stay healthy. I'm Dr. Mohit Kara, a medical doctor with over 30 years of experience in men's health. I've helped thousands of men boost their confidence, improve circulation, and rebuild intimacy naturally. Today, I want to share something every man over 60 needs to know. Because what if I told you that stronger erections, better blood flow, and a healthier, pain free penis don't come from pills or surgeries, but from food? Most men blame age, but in reality, there's a much more preventable cause, and I'm going to prove it. In this video, I'll reveal the top 3 science backed foods that can restore circulation, stop blood flow cramps, and make you feel stronger again without medication. One of them works so fast, you might feel a difference in just days. But first, if you're a man over 60 looking to improve blood flow, strengthen erections, and take back control of your health naturally, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss out on tips designed just for you. And if this video speaks to you, drop a 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 and let me know how I can serve you better. Let's start with the first food that could transform how blood flows to your penis: beets. It might sound surprising, but this humble root vegetable holds the key to better, longer lasting erections. Beets naturally boost nitric oxide, a molecule essential for healthy circulation. And after 60, as your blood vessels start to stiffen, beets can make a big difference. Let me explain. I never used to think beets had anything to do with sexual health until I noticed a pattern in my patients. Men who added beets to their diets were reporting firmer erections, more stamina, and less tightness in the groin during arousal. This wasn't a coincidence. Beets are loaded with natural nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide. This compound helps relax and expand blood vessels, especially those in the penis. That expansion allows more blood to flow into erectile tissue, and better blood flow means better performance. After 60, your nitric oxide levels drop fast. That's when many men start noticing changes they can't explain: slower arousal, weaker erections, even a cramping feeling during arousal. It's not just aging, it's poor blood circulation. Beets help turn that around. They work like a natural circulation booster, relaxing vessels, energizing blood flow, and helping your body function like it did years ago. You don't need anything fancy. A glass of beet juice in the morning or some roasted beets with dinner can quietly begin undoing years of damage. It's not magic. It's just giving your body the right tools to do its job. Now, here's something even more interesting. There's a fruit most men ignore that contains a compound similar to prescription erection drugs, without the side effects. It may even help calm those painful vascular spasms during arousal. Let's talk about it. Watermelon. I'll admit, I used to think watermelon was just a refreshing summer treat, but I was wrong. The more I researched, the more I saw the potential, especially in the part most people throw away. Watermelon's white rind contains citrulline, a powerful compound that acts as a natural vasodilator. In simple terms, it helps blood vessels open up, especially those in the penis. As you age, those vessels can stiffen and narrow, making arousal harder or even uncomfortable. Citrulline gently relaxes them, allowing blood to flow more freely, helping you feel stronger, more responsive, and more like yourself again. What I call penile blood flow cramping is not a sharp pain, but more of a dull tightness, a sign your body is struggling to circulate blood where it's needed most. Here's where it gets personal. A patient of mine in his late 60s told me he started blending the red and white parts of watermelon into a smoothie every morning. Within 2 weeks, he said he was waking up with stronger morning erections, and more importantly, without that uncomfortable tension he used to feel during intimacy. No drugs, no procedures, just a change in what he put in his blender. And unlike pharmaceutical solutions, watermelon doesn't force anything. It supports your body's natural ability to regulate blood flow. It's gentle, effective, and completely natural. If you're looking for a way to feel more confident in your own skin again, watermelon might just be your best friend. But there's one more food I want to share with you. It's not a fruit or vegetable, it's something small, often overlooked, but packed with the very minerals your penis depends on to stay strong and responsive. In fact, this last food may be the missing piece in your entire circulation puzzle. Let's talk about it next. Pumpkin seeds. 3. Pumpkin seeds, the erection mineral mine. If there's one food I wish more men over 60 knew about, it's pumpkin seeds. They're small, unassuming, and usually scooped out and thrown away without a second thought. But let me tell you, these little seeds are one of the most powerful tools in your corner when it comes to restoring healthy blood flow and protecting your erections. Pumpkin seeds are packed with 3 essential nutrients that directly impact your ability to get and stay hard: magnesium, zinc, and arginine. Magnesium relaxes the blood vessels and prevents the spasms that lead to that uncomfortable tightness some men feel during arousal, what I call penile cramping. Zinc, on the other hand, is crucial for maintaining testosterone levels, especially as they naturally decline with age. And arginine, it's an amino acid that supports nitric oxide production, helping blood flow more freely into the penile tissue. I had a patient in his 70s, retired Air Force, disciplined and sharp. He came to me frustrated, not with his libido, but with the strange tension he kept feeling in his groin during intimacy. No pain exactly, just a persistent pressure he couldn't shake. I suggested he start eating a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds every day. Within 3 weeks, he told me the tension had faded, his morning wood had returned, and most importantly, he felt like himself again. Pumpkin seeds are so easy to add to your routine. Sprinkle them on oatmeal, toss them into a smoothie, or eat them plain as a snack. The results may not be dramatic overnight, but over time, they build a foundation for stronger, more consistent blood flow. Now, if you've made it this far, you've already learned how to support your circulation with real, whole foods. But here's where it gets even better. When you combine these 3 ingredients in the right way, they create a compounding effect, a synergy that can jumpstart your erections faster than you might think. In the next part, I'll show you exactly how to put it all together into one simple daily plan. Keep watching. Why these 3 foods work together. 4. Why these 3 foods work together. The circulation trifecta. It's one thing to eat a healthy food now and then, but when you combine the right foods, especially ones that target the same system from different angles, you don't just get better results. You get results that multiply. That's exactly what happens when you bring beets, watermelon, and pumpkin seeds together into your daily routine. They form what I call the circulation trifecta, three natural powerhouses working in harmony to restore blood flow where it matters most. Beets get things started by boosting nitric oxide, opening up the blood vessels, and laying the foundation for better blood flow. Watermelon, with its citrulline rich rind, builds on that effect, soothing the tiny penile arteries and reducing those silent spasms that can steal your firmness. And pumpkin seeds, they're the fuel that keeps the whole machine running, providing the testosterone building zinc, the muscle relaxing magnesium, and the nitric oxide supporting arginine your body needs to make all that blood flow actually do its job. It's like rebuilding a system from the ground up. One supports another, and then that one amplifies the next. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even early 80s who thought they were too far gone turn things around within weeks just by being consistent with this simple nutritional approach. And the best part? It doesn't require willpower. It doesn't require prescriptions. Just a little intention and a bit of daily follow through. Now, you might be wondering how to actually use all of this. What's the best time of day to eat each food? Do you blend them together? Should you take anything with them to make them more effective? In the next section, I'll walk you through a practical, easy to follow daily plan that brings everything together and helps you feel the difference not in months, but in just days. Let's get into it. The number one mistake most men make after 60, a magic pill. Something to make the problem disappear without changing anything else. And I get it. When you're frustrated, when your body isn't responding the way it used to, it's tempting to reach for whatever promises fast results. But here's the truth. The number one mistake men over 60 make is relying on medications to do what only real nourishment and circulation can fix. Pills like Viagra or Cialis can force an erection, sure, but they don't solve the root problem. They don't fix the hardened, narrow vessels. They don't restore nitric oxide. They don't eliminate that deep pressure or strange tightness in your groin. All they do is push blood through a system that's already breaking down. And for many men, the side effects, headaches, nausea, heart strain, just aren't worth it. I've had men sit in my office, eyes filled with disappointment, telling me the pills worked less and less over time. I always tell them the same thing. Your penis isn't broken, it's undernourished. It's waiting for you to support it from the inside out. That's what the right foods do. They don't trick your body, they rebuild it. The men who truly restore their function, their energy, and their confidence aren't the ones chasing quick fixes. They're the ones who commit to the basics and follow through day by day. They give their body what it needs and trust the process. Now that you know what foods to focus on and why, remember, they only work if you make them a habit. And if you're wondering how to do that without overthinking it, don't worry. In the next part, I'll show you a simple 7-day action plan that ties everything together. It's easy to follow, and it just might change your life. 6. Your 7-day action plan. You don't need complicated recipes or fancy prep. This could be the start of your strongest, most energized chapter yet. Now that you understand how these foods can boost your blood flow, energy, and erections, the next question is, how do you actually make this part of your life? Over the years, I've worked with many men who were motivated, understood the science, and truly believed in this approach, but they didn't know how to begin. That's why I created this simple 7-day action plan. No guesswork, no complicated steps, just a clear path you can follow to start feeling real results, sometimes in as little as 1 week. Morning. Start your day with a small glass of beet juice on an empty stomach. This helps kickstart nitric oxide production and wakes up your circulation. Mid morning, blend a watermelon smoothie using both the red flesh and the white rind. The rind contains citrulline, key for opening up the tiny blood vessels that support arousal and sensitivity. It's refreshing, and it works. Afternoon. Grab a small handful of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds. No need for anything fancy. Just keep a jar in the kitchen or your bag. These seeds quietly deliver the magnesium, zinc, and arginine your body needs to build strength in all the right places. Stay hydrated. Move your body gently throughout the day, and each morning, remind yourself you're not just surviving, you're rebuilding. You're taking back control, physically and emotionally. You don't need perfection, you just need consistency. Your body doesn't need magic, it needs rhythm. This plan gives you exactly that. But we're not done yet. 7. Final doctor's message, an emotional close. There's one message I want every man to hear, especially those in their 60s, 70s, or beyond. You are not broken. You are not too old. And you haven't missed your chance. I've seen men who thought they were at the end, physically, emotionally, even in their relationships, completely transform. All it took was a decision to stop accepting decline and start rebuilding from the inside out. Yes, we've talked about food and blood flow and function, but at the heart of this, it's about reclaiming a part of yourself the world told you to forget. For many men, losing sexual vitality feels like a silent kind of grief. It isn't talked about, but it's felt deeply. You may feel like you're fading, like you're disappearing, not just from your partner, but from yourself. That's when it's time to act. Not out of fear, but out of self respect. Your body still has the power to renew, even now, even after the years, the stress, the doubt, your blood vessels, your tissue, your confidence. They can all come back to life. It starts with a simple decision to nourish yourself, to move with purpose, and to believe that strength, pleasure, and connection are still yours. As we move to the conclusion, I want to leave you with one final thought. Not just about erections or circulation, but about what it means to be a man in this next chapter. Because if you think this is only about food, you're missing the deeper truth. And I'm about to share it. 8. Conclusion. This is where it begins. If you've made it this far, thank you. Thank you for showing up for yourself. That says something powerful about the kind of man you are. Today, we've covered a lot. How beets can reignite nitric oxide and restore blood flow. How watermelon rind can relax your blood vessels and reduce uncomfortable groin pressure. How pumpkin seeds can rebuild your strength with key minerals your body is missing. Together, these foods don't just support your erections, they support your identity as a man. They help your body remember how to work the way it used to. And most importantly, they help you feel like you again. I've seen it happen over and over. The return of morning wood, the calm confidence, the smile after weeks of doubt. It's real, and it can happen for you. This isn't about turning back time, it's about moving forward with intention, knowledge, and tools that work. There is no age limit on pleasure, connection, or feeling alive in your body. No matter how many setbacks you've faced, today can still be the beginning of something better. So try the plan, listen to your body, and give yourself permission to feel good again. Not just for one night, but for the rest of your life. This isn't the end of the road. This is where it begins. You still have time. You still have strength. You still have power. Go take it back. And if this video gave you even one useful idea, please like, share, and leave a comment. I read every single one. And your story might inspire another man to take back his health too. If you'd like to support this channel, consider making a small donation. Every bit helps me keep creating content for men over 60. Thank you for being here, and thank you for choosing to show up for yourself today.